Hey y'all, how you doing? I'm back. I'm back. Subscribe if you have already been a subscriber. I love you and I appreciate you. Please share the videos so we can get to 1,000. That's the goal. That's the first goal. Number one goal. First goal. Then after that, we'll grow on that, you know? All right. Today we're going to talk about, today, y'all. What y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to talk about the time that this guy had nipple rings and I turned them and his dick got hard? What his, ooh, not his dick. His, eggplant. Don't see nothing. His eggplant got hard because I turned the nipple ring. The titty ring. That's crazy. Like, I don't think I know it. I don't think I've met anybody else, any other guy that had a titty ring. Oh, but I did, no, I didn't go with her. Excuse me, but I do have a friend that had her nipples pierced. But anyway, or y'all want to go about time? Oh, we're going to do this. So this guy was married. And, let me tell you, he had the audacity to cheat on this woman. Sometimes men just don't want a good thing. Sometimes men just want everything, not necessarily anything good. They just want a lot of something. Not, you know how like some people want, you know, some people just want a bunch of friends, but they don't necessarily have any good friends. They just have a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? It's like, would you rather just have one good thing instead of just a whole bunch of shitty things? You know, like I don't know how people be thinking. But this dude, I met him on the train going home. On the, was it the 8th? No, it was in Queens. So I think I caught the Long Island. So the Long Island. I was catching the Long Island home. Anyway, so he was a nice looking guy, tall. You know, he was attractive. He sat next to me on the train and we just chatted it up for a little while. And we had a good time. He asked for my number and I gave him my number and, you know, we decided to hang out one day. Came over to my house. He smoked. He smoked it of the weeds. But I didn't. So I was like, I don't care. You can smoke. I'm not like that. You know, like, don't smoke cigarettes. That's nasty. That's nasty. No vaping. That's nasty to me too. But any type of herbal type of things I'm okay with. Anyway, so we hung out and we did the nasty. So if anyone is American watching this video, you should know about the Muppets. Miss Piggy, Kermit, Gonzo. Do you remember Gonzo's nose? Gonzo was the one with the chicken, and he had a nose shaped like a candy cane. He was blue, I think. So this gentleman's eggplant was about the shape of a Gonzo's nose. So it was really very hooked. And it was almost hard to get in because it was so hooked. You understand what I'm saying? it was like, I don't understand how it got that hooked. It was damn near in a circle. So it didn't feel good. It wasn't like a good hook. It was, this is, let me go ahead and tell you what the difference between a good hook and a bad hook. Y'all gonna be like, what is she doing? Trying to educate you. Come on. So this, this is a good hook. This is a bad hook. Dug it. Y'all bear with me. My pens don't, okay, there it go. Good. Bad. Now this is going to be backwards, but you can read it still, okay? This is going to be backwards, but you can still read it, okay? You see this? He was bad. All right? So, the coitus wasn't that great. So, I wasn't really that into him. But he was really like smart. So that made me kind of try to see where it went. One day I was at work and I got a phone call from his phone, thinking it was him. It was not. It was his wife. I was like, hello. She's like, hey, this is such and such wife. I was like, oh. And I was just, I just saw this number and it didn't look familiar. And I wanted to know, like, what is your dealings with him? What's your relationship with him? I was like, oh, well, there's no relationship. She's like, well, how does he know you? I said, I met him on the train. She was like, so are y'all like, is he trying to get with you or whatever? I was like, I think so. But it's nothing that I'm pursuing. She's like, oh, okay. So, did he tell you that he had a wife? I said, no, he did not. He did not tell me that. That's something that you need to talk to him about, because he has portrayed to me that he's a single man. So we're gonna have to talk to your man about that. And she's like, so are you gonna like see him again or whatever? I was like, well, we haven't planned on seeing each other, and I haven't asked him, so it's not like it's not something I'm like trying to pursue. Like he's not valuable to me. So because he's married, I won't be bothered with him anymore, because I don't even like to have friendships with married men, especially after I've been talked to his wife. So she's like, so I'm gonna talk to him about this, and I really appreciate you having this conversation with me. I was like, no problem. Fast forward. The only friend that I had in New York at the time is friends with her too. How did that happen? The woman in New York that me and her were almost pregnant together, we are friends still 20 years later, 21 years later. This guy I met on the train is husband to her friend in New York. How that happen? Man, I don't know. All I know is that I don't mess with husbands, especially after I spoke to the wife. Now, I ain't saying I won't mess with a husband, But that means he about to come out his pocket hoarder. He about to not want me because it's going to be expensive. If I happen to meet his wife, I'm going to tell her to make his pockets hurt some more. Because how dare you? How dare you? Especially if you don't tell me you married. I gotta find this out on my own. Like, be honest. Honesty is the best policy. Y'all have no idea. Stop lying to each other. Know what you're getting into. Let people know what they're getting into. Don't put all your cards on the table necessarily. Like, don't tell people what your fears are and what your insecurities are, because pretty much they'll figure that out. They have to work for that. But when it comes to like, this is me. This is me. I fucking snore. I fucking, like, sometimes some days I'm not gonna have my hair done because I'm in the middle of getting it done. Like, like this situation is braids. This is not dreads, y'all. This is braid. Look, braid. Like, when I have my braids or whatever and I wash my hair, it's a whole day and I had maybe 3 days that my hair look crazy. Deal with it. Deal with it. I'm going through menopause. Sometimes I cry for fucking nothing. Sometimes I cry because I'm happy. I mean, boo-hoo cry. And you're going to have to deal with that if you want to be me. And if you don't, then don't. I'm not about to beg you. I'll be by my motherfucking self. Anyway, I felt really bad. I don't go out and mess with married men. That's not cool, whatever. Like, it's not cool, especially if you're monogamous. Now, if you open marriage, is different. But other than that, y'all, subscribe if you haven't. Nice talking to you. I'm a lot of energy. I got a lot of energy to expel. I haven't done it in a while. So that's why I got all this energy. What I call a while is like a week and a half. But still long.